It's Monday morning. Happy Monday. It's the start of a new week. I like to start my weeks on Monday because I don't know why. Sunday doesn't feel like the start of a new week to me. Even though calendars generally try to tell me otherwise. This week, I don't think I have any appointments or anything exciting going on. What I do think I have is regular work stuff. Postcards, probably flyers, just normal things, nothing too intense. Hopefully enough to keep me out of trouble. That's the goal. So we're gonna work on that this morning. Lunch, I might go out and grab, I don't know, Wendy's or something. There's a Wendy's that's real close to me here. There's a Wawa real close to me here, and that would be healthier for me because I would probably get a salad. I haven't caffeinated yet. If it's not apparent, I need to go do that. I'm gonna go caffeinate and work and caffeinate and get my day started. Join me as I make a variation on boiled dinner. When I grew up, we would have this with kielbasa, carrots, potatoes, cabbage, and onions all boiled together in a pot. The kielbasa and the cabbage would kind of make it not a stew really, but it would give the broth some brothiness. But I only keep the stuff that I enjoy, which is carrots, kielbasa, and mashed potatoes. And I go instant because I am that basic. I love me some instant mashed potatoes. So as you can see, it's super easy. You cut up the kielbasa, dump in the carrots, or cut them up if you're doing actual carrots, and boil them until the carrot is soft enough for you, and then serve. I like to serve it in these smaller bowls because that kind of keeps me in control. Like, I can go out of control with the mashed potatoes. So having a constricted space is helpful. That's the whole smaller plate theory, I think. Anyway, my youngest was craving this stuff, and they very rarely crave anything. And so I was happy to make it. Finally, they had been asking for it for several days. Good eats. Happy Tuesday. The camera's a little crooked. So let me get this in the correct hand. Anyway, it's Tuesday morning and it's beautiful out. It was 70s, in the 60s overnight, and why it can't stay that temperature all the time, I don't know. But I wish it would, because it's the perfect temperature. Like right now, it's still cool. Not much of a breeze, but temperature's nice, and it's gonna start to bake later. But I'm glad we're at the point where at least overnight the temperatures are nice, because the house stays nice and I can reasonably not run the AC overnight. What else? I don't know, it's Tuesday. I'm wearing my least favorite shirt. It tends to end up being a Tuesday shirt a lot of the time for absolutely no reason. So yeah, it should be a good day. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday afternoon, evening. I had a fairly productive day, like a 75% productive day. And I finished it off with drinks at happy hour with a couple coworkers. Well, one coworker, one former coworker. That was nice. So we have maybe some troubleshooting in Minecraft and a book, or maybe just sleep tonight. I had Taco Bell for dinner, my family. I'm not sure what they had, but I'm sure it was delicious, or moderately so at least. And yeah, Happy Tuesday. Tomorrow I have a meeting at work for copiers, and I have, what else? Nothing. Should be fun stuff. Today is a bit of a rest morning. I have to make sure I'm at the office at 9 o'clock because our regular person who works at the front desk is out sick with bronchitis and acute sinusitis. And I want to stop and get coffee for a coworker and coffee for one coworker, chocolate for another coworker, because it's a rough day for them, which I can explain a little bit at a later point maybe. But yeah. So I just spent the last 8 hours in my office. Well, technically 4 hours at my desk, 4 hours at somebody else's desk, but that's fine. They're out sick. I had some really delicious coffee this morning for breakfast, as well as some egg bites. I had better luck with Notion today than yesterday. I asked it to give me the simplest, stupidest version of what I wanted. And it works. It actually works. So working on automation and building from that is going to be a whole lot easier than trying to start with everything all fleshed out and adding the functionality. I didn't do anything for my kids' room at all this week, so I need to do something along those lines, but I'm thinking maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what it's like when I get home. And otherwise, I don't have a lot of plans for tonight. I don't plan on doing any Minecraft. I don't plan on doing any bookkeeping. I don't plan on doing any reading. Maybe I'll read. That would be good. And for dinner, I just want a Hot Pocket. So let's get home so I can do at least the one thing that I have on my list. Hot Pockets. Oh, do I have things to do tonight? It's Thursday evening. I had to stay late to wait for a vendor to arrive to do some work on the Wi-Fi here at the office. Now I need to go find a chocolate cake for my youngest, because today is an anniversary that is of importance to them and to me. And then I need to take the cake home and sit and relax. So I will bring you along for as much of that as I feel comfortable filming. It's sometimes it's tricky, but we'll get it. We'll get it. All right, here we go. It's Friday, the last day of the week, of the work week. I'm so looking forward to the weekend. I will be doing my regular weekend things, but they'll be weekend things and not work day things. So today is kind of a normal day. I have the intern today, which is fine. He's nice. He asks lots of questions. He keeps things moving, and I will find something to talk to him about, or maybe my boss will come in and take him off my hands for a little bit. I forgot my leftovers again, so I'll probably have to go out for lunch because I don't have much peanut butter left, although I do have oatmeal. I could eat oatmeal. That's like it. There is not a lot going on in my life. My life is kind of boring. I am going to go into work. I am going to work 8 hours. I am going to leave and go home and drink 2 beers because that's all I have left, unless I stop and get more beers. You know what this is? This looks like the weekend.